Now we will be coming to a abstraction. So I'll give you some real example for abstraction as well. So let's say I'm here actually. Let me go to my pen. All right. So when I say abstract, what is abstract? So when I say, let's say you have one car. You have one car and you know how to drive that actually. You know, if you press accelerator, it will work. It will go fast. But you never care about how it works. When you are pressing accelerator, do you really concern about how it's working? No. Your work is just done when you are pressing it and when it's working. So there's so many things which we have in Java, which we never expose to our customer, right? So we never expose to our customer that, how it will work. See, at the end, we have to work it actually. We have to just use the accelerator. I don't know how they implemented it actually. So at the time, so hiding information from end user, call a abstraction. Let's say if you go to ATM and you withdraw an amount from that ATM, you never concern about how the ATM, right? You just go and get the money and you come home. So they are not telling you how they implemented the thing there actually, how it's working, and you never bother about it actually. So this is called a abstraction, where we don't see the implementation, what they are doing, how it's working. We never care about it actually. We just do our work and we come home. So let's understand. So this is the two example. Okay. So mostly data abstraction can be used to provide the security. Okay. Because if I will not use this abstraction, everyone will know, right? How. So I don't want to provide the implementation detail, right? How it's working. So in this case only, so it's more with, I would say, security purpose. So when I talk about the security, I never show, or I never show my implementation to the end users. Clear? So now let's say if I will just write one simple program here, just explain you, and then we'll write a complete program to see how it will work. All right. In abstraction class, let's say I will create one class here. I will say customer. Okay. So this is my class. In this class, when you say customer, when you talk about the banking, right? So what do you want actually? So we want, like, let's say integer. Let's say what we want. We want account number. Okay. And we will be needing a balance. We'll be checking our balance amount. Okay. Then what else we'll be needing? We'll be needing a name. So these are the things actually we need actually, right? So we check all these things, like, we should be having account details. We should be having amount there. Name should be there. So these are the common things which we need actually. Now, let's say you want to see a balance. There's a method here, balance inquiry. This is one method. All right. And let's say you have one more method, fund transfer. This is also one method. All right. And transfer the fund actually. But so what is the method actually? So when we say method is a list of code, or I would say a statement, right? So I'm having so many lines here in this method, and which will execute when you will go and transfer your fund actually. When you will go on ATM and you will check some balance, or when you will go on your internet actually, and you will log in for banking, internet banking, and you will be checking your balance, there will be some things will happen actually, but it will not show you. You will just click on a balance inquiry and you will get the balance. So really, it's not matter for you that how it's working, right? How you're fetching the balance inquiry. how you are getting the balance detail, how you are able to transfer your amount from here and there. So this detail I'm hiding from end users. Why should I show this detail to my end users? Let's say, let me tell you one more thing here. So if you talk about, let's say, let me open my browser. Here, I have this button. Okay. So this is Firefox. So what they did actually, Firefox has implemented this click button in different way. If you go to Chrome, they have having this same thing on different way. So everyone have their own implementation. This is what I'm saying. Everyone will have their own implementation to work or clicking on this button. It's not like they will just copy and paste whatever the Firefox person is doing. They will be having something different, but this button will be there. But how it's working will be different actually for browser to browser. So I can have my own implementation. This is what I'm saying. So when I'm saying that abstraction, so in this abstraction there will be two things will come. So there's a one abstraction. It will be a little lengthy actually, but when you will read it, you will get more idea actually. So when I say abstract, when I use something here, class. Oh, okay. Just if I use abstract class. Okay. So last time we saw that how we can use the final. Now I'm making my class as a abstract class. So there is two things here. One will be abstract and another one will be a interface. Okay. So when I say interface, I can achieve. Okay. See everything by example. So don't be confused. So by abstraction, we can achieve 0 to 100% abstraction. Okay. That means I can achieve 0 to 100% abstraction. But when I say interface, both are kind of similar actually. We'll see what is the difference actually, not completely similar, but for abstraction purpose, we are using interface as well. So if I say interface, we can achieve 100% abstraction. See why? Because here when I'm having this my abstract class, okay, what is abstraction actually? So abstraction is just when we are having a, let's say, when we are having a abstract, or I would say any method name I can give here, method or display. This is one method. So here, if I'm having my method with abstract keyword, I don't need to put any body. Whatever we do, what we do normally, we always have, when we create any method, we give some body here. Let's say if I come here, we are having something here, right, in body. But when I create a method with abstract, we will not be giving anything inside a method. If this method will be used by Chrome or Firefox or iBrowser, they will be writing their own code. So in this case, I'll be just providing this method. Okay, so click, let's say clicking is the method. Clicking is the method name. Okay, but Firefox will be Firefox will write their own code for clicking something. I will write their own code for click on something. So they will be writing their own code. You got me? So I am having this method name actually there. I'm not writing anything in that body. So I said, okay, whenever you have to, I will be writing one method, simple method to give you an idea how the abstract class will work. All right. So let me write it actually. I will remove everything and then I will write my own program. But this is clear, right? That we will be just creating a method, will not write anything in that when we are talking about the abstract classes or abstract method actually. Will not write anything in that. Okay. So now let's do one thing. Let's write it now. So when I say, normally what we do when we are not using abstract, when let's say if I don't have this one, if I'm saying public, I'll be giving a body to this one because it will give you error. because this is not an abstract method. Okay, I have to give this body this, and I will be writing something here, all the codes which I want to do. But I'm not doing that actually. I'm having my method as an abstract method. Right now, so what I did, I just put this column here, and now this is my line actually. I didn't write anything that what this method will do. Okay, just I'm having the name of this method. Okay, so now what I can do here is, this is done. Now what I can do, I can have another class. So let me create one more class here. I will be saying class. In this class, I would say the class name, I can say addition. Okay, or okay, so addition. Okay, so this is addition. Do it. Okay, so I have this one. So I would say this is my. Let me change it. It will give you more idea. So I would be saying my test. This is my test class, and if I just open this one, this is test, right? This is test with my abstract method. This is my addition class, and in addition, what I did here is I'll be using public. So this is not abstract. This is the my without abstract class. Okay, so I would say this is my in addition, I would say, and I want to inherit the property of, let me close everything, my test, and this is my addition. All right, so what I want here, it's a without abstract keyword. So I want to inherit the property of test. Okay, so what I can do to inherit the property of test, what we do normally, we use extend. This is what we learned, right? For inheritance. And what we'll be writing? We'll be writing the class name. We want the property of this class in a child class, which is addition. Okay, so I will be saying test. Okay, as soon as I'm writing a test here, it's giving me some error here. Let's see what is the error here. It's saying that there's a two issue here. I mean, I can fix it. I can fix this issue with two things. I can add unimplemented method, and maybe I can change the type or the keyword actually. So if I can do one thing here, I'm having the method, but there's no body. So either I have to add that method here, and I have to write the code inside it actually. Okay, or I can just go and remove this one. Okay, so now I'm not removing actually. Okay, but another thing what we can do, so I cannot change, I will not do this one actually, the second one. I'll be using add unimplemented method. So which is not implemented in here, we have to implement that thing here. Okay, so I'll be just clicking on this one. So see, the same method name which was here, right? Abstract method is now showing here. It's saying overriding. So now we have to write the code. It's saying it's okay, you are not writing here anything, you are not implementing anything here. You have to implement here then, if you are extending the class. If you really want the property of your parent class, then you have to write the body which was not there actually. Okay, so same method came here now. Now you have to write your code here. So what you can do here is, you can say integer. I'm saying you can write any code. I'm just explaining you here. So you can say n plus b. Okay, this is done, and I would say system.out.println, and I will be saying for some, this will be printed as it is, and I will say x. Okay, why x? Because see, the plus value will be coming in x, and I'm just printing the value, whatever the plus will come, some will come. Okay, one is done. Now using the same. Okay, now I'll tell you, let me tell you one more thing here. So let's say if you have bike and you have a Honda. or you have a BMW, or you have something else. So if one car has a clutch or accelerator, every car will be having accelerator, right? So to not miss the common functionality, common feature in every brand, that's why we are making it abstract method. So when I say accelerator, which is a common, this is the common bike class for me, and I'm inheriting this class in every child class. So that should they should also have an accelerator. So by default, if you will not select unimplemented method, if you'll select an unimplemented method, then you will be writing your own code. So let's say this is the some method I have created here. Now this is talk about the Honda. So Honda will be having something different code for accelerating. BMW will be writing something different things. They will be having something different operation. They will be doing something else actually to accelerate the car, right? They will be writing their own. They will be writing their own different implementation. They're different code actually. Let's say now we will be creating. Let me create one more class here. Then you will understand. So if I say subtraction, okay, subtraction. Okay, so let's do it. So if I say subtraction here, subtraction, let me just be on this sub will be more readable. Okay, so I'll be just doing rename, and if I come here, I'll be saying addition 8. Okay, I'll be just saying rename. So this is main, this is the child 2. Now we'll come to sub. Now sub says I also want to use something. I also want to use that method, this one, which is here, calculation. How I can use it? I have to again extend the property of what? Extend. Okay, it will be extend. Extend. Property of what? It will be test. Because I also want to implement the same thing. Okay. As soon as you will be writing, as soon as you will be inherit the property of your parents, and which is a abstract, then you will be getting this error here. What is error? That you have to add the unimplemented method, which is there in the main. So if I click on this one, method body again came here. So we are having same, which is not having any body here. We are having a body here now in the sub. Now we can write our own code here. So this is like, BMW car. This is the Honda car. They are using the same feature, accelerator. They are writing their own code. Because here there is no code, right? There's no code here we have written in this for this method. So they are writing their own. So here, what we did for addition, they have this person has written something else for addition using same. And for this method is same. Here calculate. Here, if you come here, calculate. And if you come here as well, it's a calculate. But the code is different. That was for addition. This is now for subtraction. So if you talk about the subtraction, I would say integer I a minus b. All right, sorry. So done. Now again, I will be saying it's a subtraction and plus y. So in real time, I just told you that, they are having different brand. They are using their own code for same thing, for same method. Here is the same method. Here is this is the method we are using in every class, in every child class. So this is what I have written the code here. Now this one. Now let's write it complete. Now you understand, what we are doing here. We'll be writing 2 more classes for, I would say, multiplication, and then it will be division. So when I'll say multiplication, I'll be writing now. Okay, it will be multiplication. All right. So this is for multiplication, which is again child. I'll be extending. Okay, I'll be saying test issue is here. I will add my unimplemented method here. Let me see. What's the issue here is coming? Extend. What is the issue is, man? Let me just wait. If I write this, okay, extend, and we'll be writing implement method again here. Now what we'll be doing, we'll be saying just a minute, sorry. Right. We'll be saying integer, and I'll be saying grade A multiply B. Then I'll be saying system.out.println, and it will be a multiplication. Okay, and here we'll be saying grade. Then now we'll be writing one more here. Okay, we have one parent class and 3 or 4 child class actually. So there's one more here. If I come here, if I say division, so division is my class again, and I'll be saying extend. I'm inheriting the property of the parent class, so it will be extend, and I will be saying test. Since I will be writing test, the issue will be coming here because we are reading a space here. All right, it's done here, and now we'll be saying something integer, and we can say integer A divided by B. That's it. System.out.println. I'll be saying division, and I'll be saying what is that? So my all the classes is done now. So what I have to do here is, in this I'll be, so this is done, and all right. So now this is done. So I'll create one last class where I'll be calling all these actually. So let me see if I say, all right, let's try that. So I'll say my class, and I'll be having a my main method, because see, I was not having main method in any. If I open anything, open this one, no main method, don't have any main method here, we don't have any main method here, and we don't have a main method here as well, and in the abstract class as well I don't have any main method. I need my main method to run that program. Got it? Because see, your JVM will understand where your main method is there actually. So here we have a main method from where we have to run our program actually. So what we can do, we need to create an object to call the methods, right? Last time we did. So what we have to do, let's say if I want to create an object of add, division, multiplication, whatever it is, right? We have to create an object to access the method, variable, whatever it is actually. So I would say add, and I can say A equal to new add, done. One method is created. Now I have subtraction, sub, I will say sub. As soon as I will be writing new keyword, it will create an object. Okay, I'll be saying sub, done. I will be saying division, D. You can write any reference variable name here actually, up to you. So it's the name and say division. And now if I say, what is that? What is that left? Okay, so it's multiplication. So it's multi aim, and it will be new, and it's a multi. Done. So I have created a different object actually to access them. And let's say what I need actually. So to access, let's say I want what I have in add method. If I come here in add method, I'm having one method, okay, and here we have to pass 2 arguments, okay, A and B. If I will give A and B, then it will plus, right, and then I will get the answer. So if I go here in my class, I will say A dot. It's coming here. I can see my method, which is there in aid, it's showing here. I will say double click. Let's pass some value here. So I would say A, if I get A equal to B, A equal to 20 and B equal to 30. One is done. Now say subtraction. Now subtraction, if I come here, I can see there's again class here, which is we have in subtraction. Okay. So again, we have to pass two value. So let's say if I give 10 and 5, you can give any value to this. No subtraction actually. So now I have D. I have to do division. I have to pass the value. I have to give the arguments, right? So I will say again, I will be saying division. So division will be like, okay, let's give 12 and then we'll divide it by 2. Then I have one more, which is multiplication. I have to say may, m, calculate. Calculate again, I'll be saying 2, or I would say yes, 7. 7 to 3. So all is done. I'm using same method, but operation is different in every class actually. Here, I was having one method only without body, and I implemented this body in different class in different way. So I think it's clear. So now let's run this actually. If I'm running this, okay, cannot load. GRE is there. Let's try external GRE here. No, not external. This one will add the library. GRE. I think it will work now. See, it's working. I think one thing. Now, if you see here, my method is same. Okay, here, which I'm not having any body. And here, if I'm calling it, it's working different in different class. So this is what is abstraction. Okay, one more thing I would say, when I say initially that when we work with abstract class, we can have abstract method. Okay, so abstract class can have abstract method as well as abstract class have a concrete method as well. So I would say concrete. What is concrete? Concrete is like a void, and I can say display. So it can have both method. Without abstract method, we call a concrete method, and abstract method both it can have. But when you talk about the interface can only have a abstract method, and that's why we say abstract. That's why we say abstract. Through abstract, we can achieve 0 to 100% privacy actually. So it can be 0, it can be 100, because see, we can have both kind of methods in that. But when you talk about the interface, we can achieve a 100% privacy, because here you cannot have this concrete method. Everything you will be having a abstract method inside the interface, where we will not be having any body. So when I say in abstract class 0 to 100% abstraction is achieved, and here in interface it will be completely 100% abstraction will be achieved. Everything will be abstract here in interface, but in abstract class it will be both. We can have both. Got it?